Harald Haas, an anthroposophical psychiatrist in Bern, not only writes books and articles, he also gives courses for coping with everyday life in his practice. In this book, for example, self-education and the Eightfold Path is described. Yes, this book is a compilation of approaches in anthroposophical psychotherapy, where many authors have united the results of their research and practice.
Psychotherapie, wo sehr viele Autoren ihre Forschungsergebnisse und Praxisergebnisse zusammengetragen haben.
There is a common modern phenomenon where living conditions often do not provide the corresponding satisfaction which the individual is searching for in his activity or in his social interaction. The individual is then at the mercy of conflicts, tensions and difficulties. This often misleads him into reaching for vicarious satisfaction, which may provide a short-term stimulation and well-being, but may carry serious long-term health consequences.
Stimulation, ein Wohlfühlen ergeben, aber eben langfristig dann auch wieder gesundheitliche Probleme mit sich bringen können.
I think if it is possible to make oneself aware of an activity where one opens completely, then one may notice that one does not need the vicarious satisfaction or gratification. When totally connecting, when the self is connected with what it is doing, then this vicarious satisfaction is unnecessary. If it is barely possible in our lives to achieve this, if we are so alienated, for instance in our jobs, then we are easily misled into doing things which offer short-term gratification or pleasure, for instance cigarettes or coffee, which do not remain as an enjoyment but become a need or even an excessive need. An essential aspect of these vicarious satisfactions is precisely that they are not led by the self, but from a soul impulse alone, from a psychological need. As a consequence of this, the body is attacked. Something which comes purely from a psychological desire strongly attacks the body and leads to so-called psychosomatic disturbances or abnormalities, emerging as digestive troubles, headaches, or heart troubles, which are indeed very widespread. The purpose is not to forbid ourselves everything and to get caught in extreme asceticism. This wouldn't be very meaningful or humane. The question is, how do we reach a middle ground between this coercion or excessive urge towards vicarious satisfaction and the complete suppression of it?
Gedrängt werden oder zu stark gedrängt werden zu Ersatzbefriedigungen und dem das ganz abstellen zu müssen.
Rudolf Steiner suggested that we examine what we really need at a particular time to make us feel good, and also to notice that which, even though desired, is not appropriate to this extent or in this frequency to fulfill a desire. And in this connection, to occasionally deny oneself some wishes without harming oneself, and in so doing achieve a strengthening of the will. The general issue involved is one of sympathy and antipathy. How do I deal with that which attracts me, fulfilling a wish, and that which repels me? These sympathies and antipathies can appear very autonomously when they are not being felt, but they can also be led consciously. In the exercise of the renunciation of a wish, we can learn to deal with sympathies and antipathies consciously. Rudolf Steiner also transmitted a movement exercise where these gestures of sympathy and antipathy are directly seized, where sympathy and antipathy are not just being made aware in thought, but where they are experienced with the whole body in such a way that the individual connects with them from head to toe. That we will show in the other videos.